Good morning. I've come to talk to you. Did you know that you can talk without words? I bet you knew what I was saying. I'm very, very happy this morning. I got to have church with all these other people, even though they're far away. I was so looking forward to seeing them. And everything just made me so very, very happy. Did you believe the words that I said? Or did you believe the sounds and the way I looked when I said them? Actually, communication is dependent on words for only 7%. We can say a lot not using words, but I want to use some words to tell you about a time long ago called the Middle Ages, where the churches were great, huge, beautiful cathedrals, and they were very long and narrow. And at this end of the church was the altar and the priest, and the people were all the way down the line. It was very, very hard for people to hear or to even see what was going on. And so the officials of the church decided that they needed an interpreter. And they had a person who came out of a door behind the altar and came and stood close to where the priest was at the altar with his back to the crowd, talking in Latin. And this person was to listen and see what the priest was doing, and then to interpret the religious ritual to the people who couldn't see or hear. And what happened? As the person tried to interpret, he realized that the religious ritual had lost its meaning. It was nonsense. And he communicated that to the people. Oh, and the people in charge of the church got really upset, and they kicked the person out, pushed him out the front door, and he went down on the steps of the cathedral. And there he started telling the good news by using big gestures and great sounds and letting people know that there was good news in this religion. And that's where clowning was born. I'll be right back. Don't be afraid. Did you think I was a ghost? If I were, I'd have to be dead to be a ghost. I just put on the white mask of death. That's the way clowns began. They don't need to die that death happens. Death is real. All of us will die, but that's not the end. We believe that sometimes when we're still have our hearts beating and our breath is still flowing, we walk around like the living dead. But death is not the end. Jesus died, but God raised Jesus back to life, from death to life. We call it resurrection, and it's wonderful. It's the good news. I'll be right back. In life and in death, we belong to God. The clowns add the colors of life to the white mask of death. Jesus said, I come that you might have life and have it abundantly. Death is real, but so is life. And God has given us an abundance of life. and we shall live that abundant life in full color, joyfully, praising and singing and enjoying, laughing with glee. That's worship too. That's a way of praising God. Just like sitting in church on Sunday morning, being very quiet, sitting still, and listening to the preacher preach a sermon. That's worship also. But don't forget, enjoying life, the fullness of life, the abundant life that God has given to us is also a way of praising God. Go play, go praise, give thanks to God for this abundant life. Amen.